Okay. Since human history, there's been those who have desired to be king of the world. There have always been those who wanted to dominate, to dictate over the entire earth. Many of you have read the story about Alexander, known as Alexander the Great. He sat down and wept because there was no worlds to conquer after he was done. But there were worlds Alexander did not know about. So he did not attain world domination. Then there's Napoleon, who thought he would rule the world. He almost had his grasp around the world, yet his hopes diminished when he was killed in the fields of Waterloo. Hitler wanted to rule the world, so he established his Third Reich. But that concluded in the ashes of a bunker in Berlin. When reading history, you will find many who wanted to be the king of the world. It is also true in sacred history. As you read the word of Yahweh, you will find a series of would-be world rulers. Nimrod organized his kingdom around the Tower of Babel. And Yahweh came down and brought it to great confusion. Nebuchadnezzar decided that he would be the ruler of the world, so he defied the living Elohim. And Yahweh turned him into an animal until he acknowledged that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of men. All through the pages of human history, both secular and sacred, there have been those who wanted to be world rulers, king of the world. Now, you do understand that the Bible teaches this world does have a ruler. The Bible tells us that Satan is the ruler of this world. Ephesians 2 verse 2, wherein in time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now works in the children of disobedience. John 12 verse 31 says, now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. Yeshua referred to him as the prince of this world. The Bible also predicts that Satan himself will send to the road of human history one who will be the king of the world. Revelation 13 verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. He's given many names in the pages of the Bible. In Daniel, he's referred to as the little horn and the prince that shall come. Daniel 7 verse 8, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. Daniel 8:9, and out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great, towards the south, and towards the east, and towards the pleasant land. In Revelation, he's called the rider on the white horse, and the beast out of the sea. Revelation 6:2, and I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. In Revelation 13:1, and I stood upon the sands of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Probably the most familiar name given to this one who would be the king of the road is the name Antichrist. John is the one who tells us about this Antichrist. The Antichrist is going to be one in opposition to Yeshua. He's going to oppose everything that Yahweh stands for and all those who are the followers of Yeshua. He wants to take the place that has been given by Father Yahweh to Yeshua. We need to understand what the Bible has to say about this because we need to warn people. Let's talk about this king of the road. In the Bible, we see that the Bible profiles his resume. And in 2 Thessalonians 2, probably we have the clearest picture in all the Bible of the character of this Antichrist. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Master Yeshua, Messiah, and by our gathering together unto him, that you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Messiah is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called Elohim, or that is worshipped, so that he as Elohim sits in the temple of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim. Remember you not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now you know what withholds that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Master shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie. We see this today. People think they're boys, boys are thinking they're girls, and girls are thinking they're boys, and some people don't even want to be associated with either male or female. Strong delusions to be able to do that. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. But we are bound to give thanks always to Yahweh for you, brethren, beloved of the Master, because Yahweh has from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. People do not want to believe the truth. Whereunto he called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the glory of our Master Yeshua Messiah. Therefore, brethren, stand fast. Hold the traditions which you have been taught, whether by word or our epistle. Now our Master Yeshua Messiah himself and Elohim, even our Father, which has loved us and has given us everlasting consolation and good hope through grace, comfort your hearts, and establish you in every good words and work. Paul said in verse 3, it predicts two things. There will be a falling away. We will see signs of this already. People come and go. Churches who once knew that some of the truth deny it. Then, the unfolding of this man of sin. And I take that to mean that the man of sin will be revealed. The sin of a man will result in the man of sin. He will be sin personified. He will be controlled and dominated by sin. He will be or have great speaking abilities. There is tremendous power in the spoken word. We are living in a day when a man can stand on television and sway millions with his words. Even the internet. We are also told something about where he gets his power. The Bible teaches that the Antichrist will derive his power from Satan. Satan will be the one who will give him this tremendous power. And as the end approaches, we will see an increase in all kinds of demonic powers. We must be careful that we stay with the Bible and what Yahweh has revealed in His Word. The Bible profiles His resume, but the Bible also does something else. It pictures His reign. He will be the king of the road. When Yahweh created man and put him in the Garden of Eden, the Bible says that Yahweh gave him dominion. But when man sinned, in Genesis 3, man lost that dominion. And that's why Satan is the prince of this world. I want to give you a sketch of the reign of the Antichrist. Sermons could be preached from each one of these. First of all, the Antichrist will reign politically. That is, he will reign over a one-world government. Bible predicts he's going to rule the world economically. Revelation 13:16 talks about people receiving a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. No man might sell or buy unless he has this mark. It's talking about economic control. Revelation 13:16, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. He will rule the world politically, economically, and here's the scary part, religiously. Again, in Revelation 13 says that they worshipped the dragon, that is Satan, to give power to the Antichrist. Revelation 13:4, and they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Here's a prediction. There's going to be a one-world religion. And I'm trying to show you that this Antichrist is going to rule the world. He's going to be king of the road. Television and the internet now makes it possible for the world to accept a leader like this. The Bible profiles his resume, it pictures his reign, and also the Bible predicts his ruin. The Antichrist will sit in the temple of Elohim. This is where the Antichrist is going to make his fatal mistake. He will break his peace treaty with the Jews. During the time of his treaty, he will allow them to rebuild their temple. Even today, they are getting ready to do it. In the book of Genesis, it tells us about the entrance of Satan. In the book of Revelation, it tells us about the exit of Satan. Revelation 20 verse 2, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. Judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witnesses of Yeshua and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. and they lived and reigned with Messiah 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that has part in the first resurrection. On such the second death has no power, but they shall be priests of Yahweh and of Messiah, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. This is what we are striving for, to be in the first resurrection, to be kings and priests of Yahweh, in his government. And then the 1,000 years are expired, and Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sands of the sea. There's going to be lots of people. How else can you have the blood up to the shoulders of the horse? And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camps of the saints about in the beloved city. Fire came down from Yahweh out of heaven and devoured them. We aren't going to fight them. Yahweh's going to take care of it. It's his government. He's in control. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heavens fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh, and the books were opened. What books were opened? It's called the Bible. How else are you going to be judged? We are studying the Bible and trying to live what Yahweh tells us to live in the Bible, the books. Then there's another book open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. The sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged, every man according to their works. Everyone. Death and hell was cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Whoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. We all want to be in that book of life. Perhaps somebody doesn't. I don't know. Some people act like they don't want to be in that book. Yahweh's kingdom is coming whether you like it or not. Yahweh's kingdom will rule here on earth as it is in heaven, whether you like it or not. Yahweh's kingdom will rule. Yahweh bless.